Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, all of the preseason is done and dusted. We are just days, literally days away now from the NFL season. That Thursday night football is going to hit like crack. Well, I've never done crack, but I imagine if I were to have ever done it, that's what it would feel like. Maybe someone can.
You think that's what it feels like?
Or deny? I don't know, but we appreciate you so much for being here with us. Do us a favor, go ahead and hit that like button as we begin today's stream. I am going to do a fun little giveaway for you guys. I'm realizing that, we're so close to the season, and a lot of you guys are starting to submit questions through the Flock Fantasy site. If you guys don't know, that is where we answer all of your fantasy football questions. It's a great resource for you guys. We're starting to get start sits, trade questions, team playbooks, and it's very exciting. And a lot of you guys out there as well are starting to cash in with the vouchers that you got through the 2025 season pass. Now, if you don't know, just quickly, 2025 season pass, best deal in the fantasy industry. It's not even close. $34 for the entire season. You get vouchers to come on the stream and ask us questions. You get a chance to get into next week's live land community league. You get access to our draft guide, our rankings in season, in the off season. You get access to the entire Flock Fantasy website, all of the features, but
all of it.
That is available for you on the site. Now, here's what I will say. Today, we're going to have a little fun. We're going to do a giveaway for two people are going to win. One person's going to win a trade question voucher. One person's going to win a start sit voucher because we're getting so close to the season. We want to help you guys out as much as we possibly can. So, all you got to do to enter today's giveaway is say, I want vouchers in the YouTube chat. All one word. I want vouchers in the YouTube chat. All one word, no daddy.
If you put daddy at the end,
and then like the stream. So those are the two steps. Type I want vouchers and like the stream. Once you've done those two things, you'll officially be entered into today's giveaway. But we've got a real money league with our community. This is a league that has been running for 3 or 4 years. Now, most of the same people are still intact, so shout out to you guys. Now, we are doing a start one quarterback. Okay, and I believe this is a start 9.
There's a couple things we gotta figure out. No, don't we? Oh, someone voted start 9. Okay.
Yes. So start 9
okay.
is.
I didn't really recognize that.
That's okay. Start 9 is the official lineup, and I'm gonna make that change. It is one quarterback, and did we? I don't think we voted on any tight end premium, if I'm not mistaken, which I can double check here. But it's gonna be one quarterback. All right.
I like tight end premium
9. And we're not going to figure all that out now. We're going to keep it no premium for now. It's already too late. But
I like tight end premium.
That's great. There will be 3 flex spots in this league. It is a start 9, one quarterback PPR, and I have everybody who is in this league. I have them in the 100-yard dash. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find out the draft order for these for this league. Now, here's how this is working. It's not a derby style. It's not like where you finish is where you determine how you draft. No, wherever you finish, that's where you draft. And we're going to have this week 2 more of these type of streams and another one. So 3 total real drafts. Actually, 4 total real drafts this entire week.
4, yeah.
So
and
it's
our
home
leagues draft as well, which is crazy.
Which won't be streamed, but it's going to be a lot of fun. But
that's just for the boys,
We're going to shuffle it. How many days away from the NFL season are we, guys?
I'm pretty sure it's 14. Pretty sure it's 14. I don't know what Daniel
think it's that far anymore. How many days away from the season? That's how many times we're going to shuffle it. I'm just going to guess 11. Okay, here we go. We're going to shuffle it 11 times. It's 10 according to C-Bomb, so 10 times. Here we go.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Everybody has the same exact odds. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. This is your draft spot for our Bravo one quarterback start 9 PPR league. And straight out of the gate, I am coming out hot here. Badaki's a first. Almost, first to the 15-yard line.
I'll take Jamar Chase.
Artez has not gotten off the 10-yard line yet. Artez is still, someone did not give him the news that the race has even begun. Back in 82 with a nice little burst there. Ravenger out of nowhere, up the middle.
Danny.
The number, the name isn't even spelled right, but he's zooming up there. Badaki and back in 82 right now are battling to get to the 50-yard line first. Artez still not aware Artez still not aware that the
Welcome
race
home,
has
Jamal.
even begun.
Welcome to the
Badaki
team,
is
huh?
the first to cross the 50-yard line.
Hey,
He's now at the
welcome to the
40.
team, man.
And
It's
he's
gonna-
now at the
it's gonna be a phenomenal
35.
season. It's
But
gonna be
wait,
so good
back
this
in
year.
82 is right on his heels. Thank God this is an online race because there's no way Badaki would finish first.
You haven't
First to
seen
the
me move.
30-yard line is Mills.
haven't-
No, it's
oh, it's
Badaki.
Mills.
Badaki's almost
Nah.
at the 25 now, but back in
I'm
82
not
with the
worried.
burst. He said, you want to
I'm
see
not
Jamar
worried.
Chase? I'll give you Jamar Chase. Back in 82 is wiping the
worried.
floor with the field,
not
ladies
worried.
and gentlemen. Back in
still
82, unquestionably, Usain Bolt at the 101. Now the question is,
Hey.
who's going to be behind him? Mills gets second.
Hey, Danny.
Now Sean NZ is in third,
CD Lamb.
third spot.
Welcome home.
I might be last place right here. Can someone tell Zach to get his ass in gear? Get your ass over the line, son. As fourth, we get Dynasty, dude. Then Badaki gets there in
I'm
fifth and
fifth?
sixth. I might get seventh, which I hate.
Oh, I'm
Stop!
sixth.
Don't go any
Okay.
further. Okay, so we get eighth. That sucks. That's all right.
Okay.
And then it looks
I'm
like
still gonna get CD at 6. No
it
matter
looks
what.
like Travesty. Who's gonna get? Okay, so
Guaranteed.
after 8th, Tebow got 9th. 10th went to Artez. 11th to Travesty. And 12th
Alright.
to D. Tarrant. That's not what I wanted.
Alright.
That's not what I wanted.
You didn't want 8th spot? That's
Nope.
a good spot, man.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and set this draft order. Congratulations to everybody who did their thing. You know, because I already drafted at the back end in the Flock League, I wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit.
You want
in
a
this
different
one.
spot? Yeah.
But
I'll take CD. CD's gonna fall to me no matter what. I believe.
anybody in the top 6 want to switch with me? Let me know. I'm happy to switch with you.
man.
If anybody wants to, hit me up. All right, so Mills is at the 2 spot. We've got Sean. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Sean from New Zealand. This man's been out on the waters, protecting the waters internationally. He is an absolute badass.
Hey, we love you, Sean.
So shout out to Sean. He just got back ready to go for this draft. As he's at the 3 spot, Dynasty Dude at the 4. Ravenger is at the 5. At the 6,
Sean
we've
from
got...
New Zealand is an OG as well. Like Patreon days, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. We've got C-Bomb at the 7. We've got myself at the 8. At the 9, we've got Tim Tebow himself. Tebow fan, just kidding.
Gator.
We've got Artez at the 10. At 11, we've got Travesty. And at 12, we've got... I did this wrong. Hold on. Let's remove that.
Uh-oh.
At the 10 spot, we have Artez. That's okay. I'm going to figure it out.
Yep. 11 is Travesty.
And 12 is D-Tarnt. Okay.
Correct.
I'd be more than happy to switch with anyone if anybody in the chat wants to switch. I'll go to the 12 spot. Shit, I don't care.
He's still trying to do it.
Okay, so we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. And again, shout out to everybody who is in this draft. Everybody who's in this draft is a 2025 season pass member or an annual Motherflocker member with the promo code LAND. So a big shout out to you guys. All right, we're going to talk to the chat here in a second. Just a lot of chaos going on here. And now that we have we have got the draft order, we can go ahead and we can jump in. Remember, no tight end premium, start 9, 1 quarterback, so 1 more flex in the Flock League. And we are going to make this, we'll make this a minute and a half. Is that good?
Yes. Yeah, sure. And then we can change it. I feel like we should change it to we should change it earlier than expected. Like round 6 type vibe.
We're going to go a minute and a half here. It is full PPR, not half PPR. So again, we're all on the same page. Start 9, full PPR, no tight end premium, 1 quarterback. All right, so let's go ahead and get this ball rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Starting the draft in 3, 2, 1 with back in 82 on the clock at the 101.
Here we go. Just a little house rules as well. If you guys are here with us, maybe you're here watching for the first time, and you're saying, "I can't believe Jamar Chase is not off the board." Let's not put anyone's name in the chat because we're hoping he's gonna fall.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's gonna fall to me at the 106, but it's probably your fault that he's gonna be taken here at the 101 because you just said it. Okay? Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Is Sleeper messing up for anybody else, or is it just me?
Yeah, it's like that for me as well.
Okay. Okay, so we might be a little bit patient with auto picks because I keep losing connection to the Sleeper draft like every couple minutes.
Connect to draft. Please rejoin. That's not good.
So they said Flock Fantasy Draft had some bugs. I mean, we can't even do a draft on Sleeper here. I do want to give a big shout out to Akshay here, who asked, "What's the strat for drafting from the 6th spot in a 12 team?" My friend, the strat
I'll show you, brother. I'll show you.
Badaki will show you here. Actually, Badaki's gonna hook you up. But the strat that I have been doing all season has been the anchor wide receiver double RB strat. This is the most viewed video in the fantasy space on YouTube this year. And if you haven't had a chance to watch it, here it is right here. 360,000 views. That's insane. But
that is crazy.
You can go watch it there, actually, if you haven't gotten a chance to. But that is the strategy I'm pursuing from the 6th spot. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to ruin this draft. But after CeeDee Lamb, we have Bijan Robinson and Saquon Barkley. And it doesn't look like Sleeper can notify us when a single pick is made. As Gibbs does go off the 105, I'll have to leave that chat open to kind of monitor it. But
you know what I'm gonna do is that I'm still on my screen. It says I can be the test, so I'm connected. It says connection to the draft lost. Please rejoin.
Yeah.
I have a minute and 7. Is that counting for you right now?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
59. Okay.
No,
okay,
we're on the
I
same
just wanna
page
make
there.
sure.
It's just when you make a pick, it doesn't update.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you when I make a pick. You ready? 3, 2, 1. I just made a pick. Let me know if you see that.
It's not updating. So I'm just gonna have to keep updating this manually, unfortunately. But Justin Jefferson is off the board. Hey, shout out to Sleeper. Dog shit. Figure it out, Sleeper. No, Sleeper is actually better than most most draft platforms, but
I mean, you have to recognize that this is one of the biggest draft weekends.
They're crashing right now. They were not ready for the
surely they are struggling right now. Their servers are struggling, so let's give them a little bit of grace. But yes.
No, fuck those guys. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Excuse me. No, for sure. We'll give them grace or whatever. All right. So Nico Collins came off the board. I want to draft Puka Nacua so bad here, but I already have Puka Nacua in the Flock League, and there's another receiver that I have in the same tier. I'm a big fan of his, so we are going to just, change things up slightly, and we are going to grab Malik Neighbors.
Hey,
we're going to grab Malik Neighbors here at the 108. He will be my selection there. And
Giants legend already.
I love him so much. Again, I appreciate y'all so much for being here with us. I can't thank you so much enough for being a part of this experience so far this year. We hit 50,000 subscribers, so many awesome milestones, and we are just continuing to hit every milestone with your help. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. If you don't know, we are going to give away some vouchers today. Now, you might not know this, but there are thousands of people on the Flock Fantasy site who ask questions weekly in season to all the creators, and we are one of those creators. So you can see some of these guys who have questions here. If you want to win some free vouchers, all right, because we're giving away multiple vouchers today. If you want to win some free vouchers, all you have to do to enter today's giveaway is type "I want vouchers," all one word, okay? I want vouchers, and like the stream. Once you've done those two things, you will officially be entered into today's giveaway. And by the way, if you do want us to answer any questions, definitely Badaki, give them the link to the site where they can ask us any questions whatsoever. So wow,
there you go. That's a super message.
After
right there.
Neighbors, we have Derrick Henry coming off the board.
That was a bit of a surprise. I was not expecting that, but
then Amon-Ra St. Brown, then Ashton Genty.
Now D Torrent here at the 112. I can really start with the beautiful, beautiful start here. I mean, regardless, it's going to be a nice start, but let's see who's going to fall to him.
Mm-hmm. And I wonder if I open my phone, if it has the same glitch. Anyone drafting with us have the same glitch on your phone?
Let me see. By the way, is this a start 9 or start 8? Because I thought it was start 9.
I said it like, I'm not even joking. I love you.
Say it again.
I said it like 11 times. Chat, can someone let him know? Can someone let this guy know?
Can you let me know?
My gosh, this is what I have to deal with.
Here we go. Let me know. What is it? Start 8 or start 9?
It's start 9, brother. It's
okay,
9.
so on my screen, there's start 8, bro. That's why I was asking the question.
What start 8 where?
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4,
Why
5,
don't you go
6,
to the league
7,
settings
8.
and see what it says?
I'm looking at the roster, and I'm counting 8.
Why don't you go to the league settings and see what it says?
I'm looking at the league roster.
Clearly, I don't know if you've noticed, Sleeper is not having the best day today.
But I'm the problem.
But you can very easily go to the league settings yourself, or just listen. Open your ears.
I'm the problem.
A couple options there for you, brother.
At the end of the draft, it still says start 8. It's okay. Was just trying to help, but I'm the problem.
There's just no accountability ever with this guy. That's the problem. All right. After Ashton Genty comes off the board, a Puka Nacua and CMC start is is disgusting.
Some would say a bit scary.
That is just incredibly good. As we also get Brian Thomas coming off the board there. So my tier 3 no longer available at that selection. And we'll continue to monitor this as things happen. But appreciate y'all for being here with us. Sammy says, Mom, Dad, stop. Sammy, it's time to make a trade, brother. I think Deebo Samuel needs a new home. I think it's time that you give in to my demands and I don't meet yours. Please. As Chase Brown comes off the board.
Sammy's scared. That's why. Be careful.
So Chase Brown comes off the board here. And I've got an incredible option no matter what Tebow does here. No matter what Tebow picks here, I am going to be cheering.
I have no idea what Tebow's about to do, to be completely honest with you. Maybe. I heard a click, but I don't see it. Okay. Nothing's happened.
No, nothing's happened. No. It's so hard right now with Sleeper.
Yeah.
Bro, at least isn't it like a big money home league? Could you imagine the nightmare if
oh gosh, that would be annoying. I guess there'll be a little bit more leeway there, but since we're kind of dealing with a bunch of everyone from around the world, it's like, okay, we gotta make sure it's good for him.
Yeah. So they're trying. This is a funny storyline. They're trying to figure out rivalries. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
Wow. Wow. This might be okay, ladies and gentlemen. What you are witnessing here is the exact replica of what we saw in the Flock League. Okay, this is the exact same thing. Where's your Batman mask or cape? Can we relive it here? I mean, it has to be, because literally now Zach in the Flock League, he had Puka Nacua. It's a little bit different, but if you remember correctly, he had the ability to take Devon Achane, which, let's just be completely clear, okay? We know what's probably going to happen here. It's either Devon Achane or Bucky Irving.
Well, my wife has moved my Batman mask.
He has no idea.
I'm gonna take that as a sign because, I knew exactly where it was. I knew exactly where the Batman mask was. She had to come in here and clean up. I mean, shout out to her actually. You know, someone had to. Did she put it under anything?
She's the problem. She's the problem.
This
though.
is actually her fault. Okay, I'm taking this as a bad omen. And
by the way, 10 seconds. I'm
taking this as a bad omen. We're gonna go Devon Achane there. I was fully prepared to do it, but I cannot find.
Wow, there was no hesitation.
I'm gonna message her right now. Where'd you put girl? Where the hell is my Batman mask?
No hesitation from C-Bomb there getting Bucky Irving. Okay.
Okay, but I do love this start. Like you guys saw during the Flock League vlog how just split in half I was. I was split like a hog, trying to decide between Devon Achane and Bucky Irving. It was not easy. It was difficult. One of the more difficult decisions I've ever had in a draft, truthfully. That entire Flock League draft, I was starting a lot of my tiers. And yeah, I don't think it's crazy if you go Bucky or Achane. I've said that to so many people. I've also told people in our videos, if you can get Achane late, then you're getting a steal as well. So we're gonna. I don't want all the same players on all my teams, so we're gonna go ahead and go Achane this time, and we'll go Achane and Malik Neighbors. Unfortunately, Batman is nowhere to be found in this draft. Gotham needed a hero,
I don't know what to do here.
but I needed a running back, and we went with Devon Achane. But out of respect to Bucky, you know what I desperately want, guys, because I got roasted for that pick, the Bucky Irving pick. By the way. If I had to go back today, I would not have changed it. Like, I just wanted my guy, Badaki. I just wanted my guy. I just wanted Bucky. I wanted Bucky in the Flock League. But here's what I'm trying to say. Because I made that sacrifice, if anybody else is a Bucky Irving fan, if we have any influence in the space whatsoever, and look, like, maybe we don't have any influence, that's a possibility. But if we have any influence in the space, I don't care what I'm known for. Can I be the start of the Bucky Batman Irving? Can we give him the nickname Batman? That way, that part of the draft log can be redeemed. Like, if you guys have him, call him Batman on Sleeper with your nicknames. Help me out. Like, call your team.
He just wants to
name
feel
it after
something.
Batman. All right, send the bat signal. Yeah, exactly, TD. Whatever we have to do to make this nickname stick, let's do it together. All right. Let's let Fantasyland be the brand that, as Bucky Irving finishes as the RB1 this year, let's be the brand that helps nickname him Batman. Okay, let's be those guys. All right. So
that actually has
if
to
anybody
be,
out there drafted
have to be a
Batman,
bit.
if anybody out there drafted Batman, please. All right.
That has to be a bit where, like, you have the mask and the cape on near top of the building, and Karina's just filming you, and she zooms in, and then Nick does like the CGI of the Batman.
Yeah.
The Batman in the sky, because Bucky Irving just dropped 30 points.
I've got a lot of screenshots saved. I have a lot of screenshots saved. All right. After I went to Von H, we did have our guy Bucky Irving come off the board. Then Mr. Big Cock Brock Bowers off the board at the 207. No tight end premium in this league. That's why Badaki.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary with the start 9. I was tossing and turning between Ladd and Brock Bowers there. I'm happy with the pick. I'm scared of what my team's going to turn out, because I know that third flex might be a little bit short, but at least I have the onesie position locked down. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Just depends on who I can get on those later rounds for me.
Sure. I can understand that. Again, appreciate y'all for being here with us, as we have AJ Brown and Amarion Hampton next off the board there. So no Amarion Hampton available if you were wanting him here in
Amarion.
He is gonzo. Mills took him there along with CeeDee Lamb to start his draft. I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. D-Bro says Zach's wife cleaned up so he could throw his damn draft. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Sammy. The Ladsters here in the draft back in 82 is with the Shy Guy. We've got Axiom. I mean, I just can't say everybody's names. Atum. Boston's in the building. Country is here. Country's in the building. We've got RCL in the building.
Is that Big Country?
T Walker. I'm from Texas. We've got Akshay here, like we
Texas.
said earlier, and Gator and Johnny Boy and Chasing Breakers, and all y'all are in here showing some love. I can't say enough thanks, enough love for being here. Juan, I love you, bro. Thanks for being here. What's up, Aiden, in the building? We appreciate y'all so much for being here and showing some love.
That's love. That's love.
As unfortunately, I can't go into my closet and pull out his jersey because Jackson Smith-Njigba has been drafted. And I'm not going to lie to you, Badaki, I wanted the front end of the board because I wanted to be the guy to draft Jackson Smith-Njigba in this one, but I can't. I can't be.
You mean, surely Bucky Irving jersey is in the mail already.
You need to stop giving away potential bits I'm going to do in the Flock League, okay?
I mean,
I don't need any more creative direction from you. You focus on your bits, all right? I'll focus on mine, all right?
It's in the mail already.
Keep,
Come on.
It's a little bit like romance. Some things we need to keep, a little bit of a mystery here, all right? We appreciate y'all so much for being here. And again, if you are just joining us, you'll see on the Flock site, a lot of people are asking questions. It's beautiful. But Aki, maybe you can put a link in there if anybody else here wants to ask a question. A lot of people are utilizing their 2020-25 season pass. Just $34 for the entire season. You get a couple vouchers. You get unlimited access to my rankings, the Flock Fantasy site, the draft guide, the cheat sheet. If you're jumping into a draft today or in a couple days or whatever the case may be, our latest draft guide is available to anybody who has a season pass. Our latest cheat sheet is available to anybody who has a season pass. Collectively, almost 60,000 people have laid their eyes on that, and they are dominating their drafts. You can too. I appreciate y'all for being here with us. Get your 2025 season pass with the promo code LAND, and then you'll get some vouchers that you can answer. But the best news is that we're doing a giveaway today. And we're giving away some of these vouchers, okay? And if you want in on the giveaway, all you have to do is type I want vouchers in the chat, all right? I want vouchers and like the stream. Once you've done those two things, you're good to go. We actually did a giveaway for the team playbook yesterday, and someone commented and said, wow, you really got to get your cheese with the team playbook. Like, you got to make your bread. And I thought, we're giving it away. Like, is that not the opposite? We're giving away our best products to show some love for you guys hanging out with us. Anyway, it is what it is. What can you do?
Yeah, look,
People are just going to be upset.
What can you do?
So James Cook at the 301, Josh Jacobs and Alvin Kamara. I was told I drafted Alvin Kamara too high, and I took him at the 311 or the 310 or whatever it was. So what does that mean?
Gosh,
huh?
This is not good for me. This is not looking good for me.
As T. Higgins comes off the board here next. And Badaki is almost on the clock. He's got some tough decisions to make here as he started with one receiver and one tight end. Now, if you're typing the giveaway today, guys, it's got to be all one word, okay? I want vouchers, all one word. I typed it in the chat for you guys to see how you can do it. But again, I want vouchers. Like the stream. You're good to go. This is a full PPR, start 9, no tight end premium. Do you hear that, Badaki?
On my screen, it says start 8, but
so
hey,
in case anybody wanted to know.
I'm the problem.
In case anybody wanted to know, in case anybody is just not listening, even though they're here, supposed to be running the stream with me. Start 9, okay? Start 9 full PPR. Yes. No, literally, yes, you are the problem. That's the thing. Yes.
On my roster on Sleeper, it says start 8.
All right, so after T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill's off the board, now Badaki is here.
Yeah, well, I already made my pick. I took Kyren Williams there. I thought I was pretty surprised that Kyren fell to the 3-6. I was kind of hoping the running backs like James or Alvin to fall to me at the 3-6. But the fact that Kyren, who normally goes at that 2-3 turn, falls to the middle of the third, I think is pretty great value there. I was hoping somebody was going to take Trey McBride.
Well,
meaning that I could have taken a lad and got Trey McBride in the third round, which kind of is a bit frustrating. But hey.
That's what I was going to say. A couple crazy things happened there because, number one, the fact that Kyren fell to you at the 306, you should have been hurting more at running back. That's just, that's insanity.
Look at the fall off at running back now. I mean, it's like, not that it's, look, no one that I want to take in the middle of the third there. So,
yeah, I'm going to grab Travion Henderson here. I'm just saying it out loud right now because Sleeper's not letting me draft. It's not letting me refresh. We're all on the same page. I want Travion Henderson. Is it going to let me draft him? It is. So we're going to draft Travion Henderson here as our RB2. You guys are seeing me push the button. For the love of God, Sleeper, figure your out, man. You're seeing me push the button. I don't know if it's even accepting it or not. Okay. So we went ahead and we took Travion Henderson there, and it did go ahead and go through. Our RB16, as many of you have seen our My Guys episode, he is a My Guy this year. Obviously, that felt better when he was a 5th round pick, but we'll take him there in the third to start our draft with anchor wide receiver, double RB. The other thing that was crazy, though, is that, and this kind of sucks for you, like, in a way, like, you could rationalize Kyren at the 207 if you really wanted, so it doesn't hurt you that much, but it also sucks when you take Bowers in the second and then McBride is available in the third.
And then McBride falls. Yeah, so kind of what I mentioned earlier, but it's okay. Either way, like, the fact that I got Kyren in the second, and I could have had Ladd and then McBride, but would I have done that if Kyren was there? Maybe, maybe not. So I think it kind of works out regardless, that knowing that my running back room is not hurting tremendously by taking Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so right, Mike Evans was just selected.
Yeah, and that first quarterback off the board there as well, if you're refreshing Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, that's great value. I think a lot of us are just thinking start 9, you know. I think that's probably, you know, in your start 8, start 7s, these quarterbacks are going to be coming off the board quicker. And not to say that anyone's made the wrong decision here. I'm just hypothetically walking through what everyone might be thinking. But Josh Allen at the 310 it's kind of nasty, kid. It's kind of nasty.
It's not bad. It's not bad here.
Browner says, what are we expecting from Henderson? Third round seems aggressive. Yeah, I mean, I've said this in my Guys video, but I feel like Travion Henderson is discount Jahmyr Gibbs. And from a rookie perspective. Like, when Jahmyr Gibbs was drafted as a rookie, same as Marion Hampton, if you guys remember, he was kind of like that 2-3 turn. I feel the same way about Travion Henderson. And I think he's their best receiver already. I think he's their best rusher. He's their best big play threat. And sure, if you're drafting Travion Henderson, expect him to win you your week 1. You're probably not setting the right expectations. But you're drafting Travion Henderson for weeks 3, 4, 5, and then the playoffs, when you think he's going to be dominating opportunities out of the backfield. He's already their best receiver, by far. He's already their best rusher. You can't keep this guy off the field. So that is our rationale behind drafting him there. And I was fairly confident that everybody in this league who watches my content, I didn't think Henderson was going to come back to me. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe Tebow, Artez, Travis C. D. Tarrant, they can tell us in the chat if I'm wrong there. But I did not think that Travion was going to fall to the 405. And I had a lot of regrets not drafting Travion in the Flock League. You guys saw me in the war room trying to figure that out mentally. And I didn't want to live with those regrets here in this draft.
Yeah, well, let's see how it turns out. There goes the second quarterback off the board in Lamar Jackson. So detouring here with almost a rainbow draft unless he goes a tight end, but I highly doubt it.
Yep, so Tarrant starting with Puka Nacua, Christian McCaffrey, Lamar Jackson. That is... That's a scary start for anyone else in the league here.
Especially...
If Puka and
no
CMC
doubt.
stay healthy and Stafford's healthy, I mean... We could all just be overthinking it right now, and the 12 spot could be cooking our asses right at this very moment. So I like it from D Tarrant there. I appreciate everybody for being here in the chat, y'all.
Oh, yeah, that's love.
A lot of questions in the chat. Keep in mind, this is a real draft you're watching right now. So if you guys have questions about players that have already been drafted, we'd be happy to talk to you. But if you're asking a question about a player that's not off the board, we have something called Code Cinnamon in these real drafts where, hey, you know, we just can't we can't talk about players before they're drafted because we don't want to influence the draft board too much.
Yeah. So keep that in mind there.
But appreciate y'all for being here.
And make sure he hasn't made a pick
Nah,
yet.
Oh, you know,
okay.
Has he?
No, I refresh. Okay, there goes Stetaroa.
Tortilla McMillan. Damn it. I love Tortilla. Damn it.
Stetaroa.
That's a damn shame. All right. Well, what can you do?
You just got to move on, really.
You win some and you lose some, right, guys? We
You
all
have
love
to move
Tortilla. We all love Tortilla, but the reality is you just...
Tortilla.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's the rules of life. I told my wife about that bit. I said, should I commit to it? Should I commit to gaslighting people? And she said, no, that's a terrible idea.
I agree. That's what I said. I was like, I don't think you should do that.
Oh.
It will just get... There's going to be somebody out there that's going to get offended.
Hey, where did you put my Batman mask?
Oh my gosh, it's in here.
I didn't know you moved it. Okay, well there it is. It was hiding in the shadows. It was just waiting for one day to be utilized. Thank you, Karina. I love you.
That's crazy, dude.
Mom,
Gotta make a
what
pick
about the
here,
pizza
Travesty.
rolls?
7 seconds here. I see the best available. R.J. Harvey off the board there.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Same.
All right. I mean, Travesty says, I'm going to get my guy. To be fair, R.J. Harvey's not making it back to him in the 5th round.
Sure.
That's the same rationale I used to draft Tortilla McMillan at the 403 in the Flock League. I said to myself, Teriyaki's not getting back to me. If I want him, I know I'm not going to get him at the 510. I got to take him here at the 403. So I get it. I totally get it.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, RJ Harvey
Surely
off
that's
the
not
board
going to
here.
upset anybody, right?
I mean, that's going to upset everyone.
No, that's
Then you're gonna wake
no
up
one's
one
going to
day
get
and-
upset by I can't imagine people getting upset about that. Can you? You can imagine a world where people get upset about that?
100%, I can.
All right, well, the clock is not rolling on any... Well, hold on. Can we just make sure he wanted to make that pick? Artez, are you sure? You sure you wanted Devontae Adams? I just want to double check. Can we
That
just...
was a pretty...
Can we just double check if he actually wanted Devontae? He might not have actually wanted Devontae Adams. Can we just double check?
He wanted Devontae Adams.
Can we double check
He
with
wanted
Artez? Artez, are you sure, bro? That might have been an auto pick.
Can't confirm he wanted Devontae
with Sleeper
Adams.
bugging out, I just want to make sure. You know, can Artez tell us in the chat? Are you sure, brother? Did you want Adams?
Oh boy, what's gonna happen here? Oh boy. Our team's gonna be very interesting in this league. De Toroa. Oh gosh. Tostinos. Gosh, that's crazy.
What have I started? What have I started? This is my fault. Apparently he did want Devontae Adams. That's a fantastic pick. Can we give it up for Artez in the chat? What a incredible pick from the boy. Going out there and getting Mr.
Right.
Devontae Adams. Wow.
Kenneth Walker off the board there.
I like that
Right,
as well. Kenneth Walker was my best available running back. So now that he's gone, I do need to start asking some questions to myself.
Go ahead, ask those questions.
Why are you the way that you are?
Ask those questions, man.
Why do you do the things that you do?
You know, it actually comes up in the chat before it comes up in the...
All right. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
People keep going to. That's crazy.
I can't make a pick right now, by the way. I just want to let you guys know. Okay, here I am. All right, we're going to grab George Kittle here. We're going to grab George Kittle at the 405. I know it's a start 9. I just couldn't let him fall any further. I talked about him in today's video. If you haven't had a chance to go watch that video, definitely worthwhile. If you're like Badaki and I, where you've already drafted in a couple leagues and you still have a couple drafts left to go, that video is basically based around like, hey, these are the guys that you should go trade for right now. A lot of people are like, you know, if you trade before week 1, it means you're not confident in your team. No, it just means you're a hustler. It just means you're trying to make deals. You're trying to stand on business, okay? So if you're trying to make some deals before week 1, I talk about 7 players that you should go out and trade for before week 1 begins. And alternatively, if you haven't drafted yet, you can view that as like a, hey, go target these players in drafts type of video as well.
I'll take Chuba Hubbard there.
That's a great pick.
I'm feeling really good.
You're getting so lucky with these picks.
I thought I wasn't going to have any running backs whatsoever.
No, you're having a great draft.
Shout out to Justin Jefferson, Brock Bowers. It goes Jalen Hurts off the board. Okay, there it is. For a quick second, I was like, I need to take one of these quarterbacks. But I was like, there's no way a running back that I like is going to fall to me there. So I didn't want, well, I'm not going to say who I didn't want. So that person's still up there. Now, Sean from New Zealand with B. Jean Robinson, Alvin Kamara, and A.J. Brown here. Guarding the Seas.
Dude, yeah, you should. I don't know if Sean's comfortable like with me sharing some of the photos that he sent us, but Sean is like an actual badass. Like Sean is the guy that you watch a movie about, and he's the guy who he's like the hero. That's what Sean does. Sean is a freaking badass, dude. His job is basically like patrolling international waters. So like if there's any piracy or, you know, like the man is literally in charge of what percentage of the world is water? Because this man is in charge of it.
Isn't it like 70%?
Something like
80%?
that. I don't get paid to know numbers about the Earth, but.
So he goes Brees Hall. That's the guy I was saying I did not want. So Brees Hall falls to the 410 there.
I think there's a point where you can pretty easily rationalize the risk versus reward. He was my best available running back, but not a player I'm targeting, as you guys know on our recent content. But I thought at that point of the draft board, I didn't think it was crazy by any means.
No, especially with Sean having 2 running backs. Like, I'm not comfortable having Brees as my RB2. But the fact that he has Bijan and Alvin, and then you know what?
Sure.
Wait to see which wide receiver potentially falls to him at the 5-3. Like, I'm happy with that outcome for Sean. But like, would I do that where I was at here at the 4-7? No, I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah. Guys, over 450 of you are watching, which is incredible. Thank you so much for showing some love. You guys are absolutely awesome. Hey, I just want to tell you a couple things, and a lot of this will benefit you. We're going to give away a couple vouchers today. You might be saying, what does that mean? Well, vouchers on the Flock Fantasy site. So there are thousands of questions that are answered through the Flock Fantasy site to creators weekly in season. We are one of those creators. So you can see a lot of these guys coming in asking trade questions, start-sit questions, team reviews. We're giving away a trade question and a start-sit question today. And the way that you enter is very, very simple, okay? All you have to do is, number one, like the stream. And number two, type in, I want vouchers. Just like I typed it in, all one word.
Daddy.
And at the end of the stream, I'm going to pick a couple winners there. So I appreciate y'all for being here with us. As Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Breece Hall, Cortland Sutton, and Joe Burrow come off the board. And, you know, last thing I'll say there, I'm not trying to do like too many ads here or whatever. I'm trying to hang out with you guys and have a vibe. But I just truly believe that the 2025 season pass is like, if you don't have, just, I know I say this a lot, don't raw dog your fantasy football drafts. Like if you've got one tonight in a couple hours, I'm just begging you, don't raw dog your draft, okay? You want a little bit of foreplay in that draft, and the 2025 season pass is the perfect foreplay for you. It's only $34 for the entire 2025 season, okay? It's about $1.70 per week for the entire season. You get our draft guide, you get our rankings, both in season, rest of season rankings, and right now in the off season. You get a couple vouchers to come on the site and ask us some questions. You get full access to the Flock site. So go ahead and get your season pass with the promo code LAND if you haven't gotten it yet. Best deal the fantasy industry has ever seen. But have we had another pick? Yes. Okay. Mr. Tokyo Drift himself, Rashee Rice, off the board at the 501. He fell to the end of the fifth in the Flock League. What did you think about that? We never really recapped that pick.
When it came down to Rashee Rice, look, I thought it was definitely a bit of a risk, but like that's the risk you got to take, right? I mean, if he's going to be guaranteed 4 games for you, then that's okay. But you know, if I'm not mistaken, Nick, the editor, took Rashee Rice, but there was a lot of risk with Nick's, team already.
His entire team was full of risk.
Yeah. So that's kind of a little bit of an issue there. So
yeah, DJ Moore comes off the board, and wait a second, we just had a live pick. Did you see that?
Yeah. Hold on, let me refresh.
No, like I didn't even have to refresh.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, we could be back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but Rashee Rice is so interesting because the reports came out that the league wanted to suspend him 10 games. Obviously, that wouldn't happen, but it feels like 6 games feels like a real possibility. Now, if that happens at the beginning of the season and you build out a really nice team and you can wait for him to come back, great. But you have to think about this logistically with Rashee Rice, okay? Because it's not just like, well, if I draft him, maybe he misses a couple games. There's a couple, and Rashee Rice was my guy last year, so you're not going to find someone who's like more in on Rashee Rice long term than me. But there's a couple things you have to think about when you're drafting Rashee Rice. Number one, you have no idea how many games he's going to be suspended. Okay. Number two, in every league we play, and I don't know about your guys' leagues, you cannot put suspended players on the IR. So that is a wasted roster spot, meaning you have no flexibility on the waiver wire. After week 1, 2, 3, there's going to be so many hot names. It happens every year that you're going to want to bid on. And Rashee Rice is an immovable piece. You can't trade him after you drafted him in the 5th round because clearly nobody else wanted to take on that risk. You can't capitalize on Rashee Rice before he plays. So you can't move the guy. It limits your flexibility with the waiver wire. So these are things that you do need to think about. Now, the reality is, I think as we can all agree, that if he only gets suspended, let's say 4 games, then you're getting a huge deal. But that is a risk that you have to decide if it's worth taking. Like we can't really make that decision for you.
Yeah. And I'm really struggling here.
Are you?
There's somebody that I would easily take here. I'm just a little bit.
You've got 12 seconds, by the way.
Yeah, I have a queue. I have a queue. I'm gonna take Terry.
Okay. I was wondering when Terry McLaurin was going to come off the board.
I'm gonna take Terry there.
And he does, and then Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Yeah, those are the two I was contemplating. I was contemplating Travis Hunter and Terry.
Damn it!
I would rather just have Terry, and hopefully he comes back as the wide receiver one there.
There's an abyss in my heart right now after that pick. That just, damn. Okay, it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and take a my guy. I love him, but I do have Travis Hunter ranked ahead of him. So great snipe by C-Bomb. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab George Pickens. George Pickens will be our wide receiver 2 here. So we start our draft. Neighbors, Achane, Henderson, Kittle, Pickens.
Not bad.
Yeah, this is how I wanted the Flock League to go. Where things would fall to me a little bit more naturally, but still very happy with the team we've got here.
Yeah. All right, not bad. I'm feeling really good about my team. Just there was so many good options there. I had no idea what to do.
Yeah.
Like, if Terry was at practice, was doing everything he needed to do, there's no question he would have gone already in the 4th round. But the fact that the conversation is that he's back, obviously he's going to be back with he's back with the team. He did, he's expected to be going into week 1. It's kind of a no-brainer there, especially with that Jaden Daniels connection. So
yeah. We appreciate y'all big time here. Thanks for showing some love onto the stream. Your what's very kind words. Best fantasy channel in the universe. That's very kind. Appreciate it.
That's love.
The Ladster is in the chat causing chaos as David Montgomery comes off the board. Code Cinnamon, but I was just gonna say at this point of the draft in the Flock League, running back was off the board in case anybody's interested. But Code Cinnamon, for the integrity of the draft, I'm not going to talk about it.
You're gonna, some would say great value at the moment.
Could be if we get a time machine and we go back 3 months.
Unreal value right now, actually.
Ask him not to be a knucklehead.
All right, I got a couple people that I'm excited about. Okay, DK. DK was a nice little value there.
DK was a huge steal.
Yeah, that was really nice at the 5'10".
If I didn't go Pickens, DK was like the most obvious name on the board in my opinion. It was so difficult to choose between those two guys. I think that's a fantastic pick. Really well done.
I thought it was really good as well. There was a nice little group of tier of wide receivers right there, right?
Yeah.
Terry, Hunter, George, DK.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think there's still one more out there as well. So,
well, let's keep those opinions to ourselves, maybe for anybody who's
going
to come back and draft here.
It just depends. There's a couple people there.
No,
Calvin, really, that was him. That was him.
All right, Calvin really off the board.
That was him. Oh gosh.
And then we'll have to wait and see what happens here at the turn with D-Tarnt. But so far, a very fun draft. Again, appreciate y'all for being here in the chat with us. What a day to be alive. It's a Sunday in America. It's a Monday here in Sydney, Australia. Beautiful Sydney, Australia. It's sunny outside. The birds are singing. And we're talking about football not months away. Not in a couple months. In a couple months, we're going to have... No. We are days away from real NFL football, ladies and gentlemen.
That's crazy.
Days away.
That's crazy, kid.
Isaiah Pacheco off the board. I like that pick a lot.
You should check out that chat, the league chat, because Sean from New Zealand just sent a crazy picture.
Is this in the Sleeper League chat?
Yeah.
Okay, let me look.
Or it's in the draft chat, excuse me.
Oh, the draft chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a geese. Round the outside, round the outside. Just going to have to wait 3 years for Sleeper to let us open the chat here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is... Let me show the people this. I mean, this is Sean's job. This is what the guy is... I mean, he's literally on the seas protecting people.
I wonder who
That's just Sean on
what what he was shooting there.
Pirates, maybe? I don't know. Maybe he can tell us.
I mean, maybe.
Shot on iPhone, by the way. Every time we say shot on iPhone, we make $1,000. So, imagine.
Hey, gosh.
Imagine we had hookups like that, like Kill Tony.
Yeah.
You know,
Shot
Kill
on
Tony
iPhone.
always like slips those words, and he's like,
Yeah.
"This is brought to you by Talkspace," or whatever he said. Xavier Worthy, I like the pick. I was definitely considering him with my next selection, but Worthy comes off the board there. It's a double chief. A double chief.
Double cheeked
Turn.
up.
All I could think about is double cheeks. But it is a double cheeked up turn there with Pacheco and Worthy.
Oh my gosh. All right. Travesty with a great start. I mean, I like Ashton, Brian Thomas, Marvin, RJ. I got RJ Harvey in the 5th round in the Flock League, not the 4th round.
Yeah.
So he went early 4th here with Calvin really at the 5'11".
Michael says, who is Seahawks backup tight end? Varner fractured thumb, 3 to 4 weeks, expected missed time. That would be Mr. Elijah Arroyo, one of my favorite rookies from the 2025 class.
And Buka.
Oh, no way. Did he go off the board?
Yeah, wow.
Damn it. I was eyeing him up. I was setting my sights on him. But you can't always get what you want. And that's okay. Scott said, how did Worthy go that late? What is this? Okay, so here's what happened, Scott. There were 12 players that went in round 1, and none of them were Worthy. And then that happened again 1, 2, 3, 4 more rounds, and then Worthy was picked after that.
Just quick maths there, Scott. Nah.
Just kidding.
That's how people.
I appreciate you for being here, though, Scott. It's just a joke.
These guys are dicks. That's what he just said. These guys are fucking dicks.
He might
Family
not handle
friendly.
that well, but it's just a joke. But that's one of those moments where like an Australian would laugh and just be like, "Oh, that's funny," but Americans might take it too seriously.
There was a lot of times we said that.
We found that out in Austin a lot. That we were like, okay, wait, just want to make sure you guys know we're joking. Okay.
I remember there was a specific time we were sitting on the couch, and I said like a joke, and like everyone got serious, and you looked at me, it was like no one got that.
Like, no one understood that you were joking.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. All right, T-Boy here with 3 running backs so far. Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker, David Montgomery. Is actually known to loving his running backs. He always likes taking his running backs.
He does love his running backs. That's true.
Yeah, 100%. There goes Chris Olave there.
Come on, baby. Roma Dunze, welcome to the squad. Great pick, by the way. I had Olave in the same tier, but y'all know we love us some Roma Dunze. If Sleeper lets me draft him, let's wait. It might take 84 years to open the tab up here. There we go. But we're going to go ahead and add Mr. Roma Dunze to the squad as our wide receiver 3. That's schnasty, kid.
That's brazy.
I made the selection 10 minutes ago, and it hasn't connected.
You should refresh. Refresh.
Okay, there we go.
Roma Dunze off the board. Tony Pollard with a quick pick there.
That was fast. Okay.
That was fast. Hey, Sammy Stacks. This one's for you.
Okay.
This one's for you, Sammy.
All right,
I appreciate you. This one's for you. Just refresh.
Yeah, I mean, look, as Ricky Pearsall comes off the board, I like it. See, this is, I think some of you guys are missing the sarcasm in my voice, but no, Worthy's a great pick at the 601. We love Worthy. That's a good pick, especially with everything going on with Rashee Rice. But you know, people always say that. How did this happen? How did that happen? Just look at the board. just look at the board. Yeah. You know how it happened.
Devonta Smith there is a no-brainer pick.
I am a dumbass. I'm officially a dumbass. Just wanted to let you guys know. I had Devonta Smith in a tier higher than Roma Dunze, and I missed that he was available. That's, you know what? I'll take it on the chin.
That's on you.
I'll go ahead. I'll hold my hands up. Say I accept it. I'm a dumbass. That's my bad. Now that's That's one of the steals.
That's
of the
where I
draft
thought you were
right
going.
there.
That's where I thought who you were going with, to be completely honest.
You know what? I should. That's what I'm saying right now. And the problem is I'm using my laptop here and I got the brightness all the way down. I got my cheat sheet on it. I'm deleting names as I go. And unfortunately I had Devonta Smith in a color I couldn't see. And I just, you know, you never go full, you know what, but I did. So, you know
that's exactly what you did, but that's
sometimes.
okay. That's exactly what you did.
Yep. What's up, Bigger Dobbs or Bigger Boobs? No, this is Bigger Doobus. My bad. He says, is Henderson at the 2-3 turn okay? I'm first. It's fine. I think you're going to be reaching at that point because that means you're not drafting one of Jonathan Taylor, you know, the Kyron Williams, the Jacobs of the world, and I would not be comfortable doing that. You see here, I took him over the Kenneth Walkers, Chuba Hubbards. That's okay in my opinion, but I think you'd probably be reaching too much. But ultimately, fantasy football is supposed to be fun, and if you think you're going to have the most fun making that pick, I'm not going to tell you not to do it, okay? But would I make the pick? No, doesn't mean you can't.
Yeah, I mean,
Is your name Rod? Do you like to party? Okay.
Just to kind of back up what Zach said there, like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of great values there. Like Zach, I mean, if you're taking him over JT, Hampton, hell, even over those wide receivers, you're going to be taking him over like the T Higgins, right, of the world potentially. That's going to be there. So I personally wouldn't do that. But
all right, Jerry Jeudy off the board there. Oh, I saw Debo went as well, but what can you do? I love me some Debo. Only in the drafts I'm in, people like Debo Samuel. No other draft that's happened this offseason in fantasy football in the entire world has anyone liked Debo or targeted him. But it just happens to be so that every single fantasy football draft that I am in, that I'm a part of, people end up liking Debo Samuel. And there seems to be nothing that I can do about it whatsoever. But anyway. Again, appreciate y'all for being here with us.
Love.
Let's answer a couple questions on the Flock site, yeah? We've got a trade question here from Chip, and Badaki can put a link in the chat if you guys want to ask us a question. Chip, what's up, man? He says, feel like my running backs are pretty strong and need wide receivers. Problem is looming suspension, so I need some help. He is sending away Ken Walker and receiving Rashee Rice. This is a dynasty trade. So in dynasty, we think about things a little bit differently. We don't think about the suspensions. That doesn't matter as much. He's a healthy player. He's going to be their alpha when he's on the field. And I believe that they're going to sign him to a long-term deal. I don't care what they did with Tyreek. I think he is the future of their offense. So I would be more than comfortable taking Rashee Rice in a dynasty trade here. We have
completely agree.
As I actually need to refresh here before we submit that. Let's see. Let me jump in here, and Sleeper is just on struggle street right now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not even loading for me.
Sleeper is loading for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a countdown.
All right, Chip, we just answered this question, but basically when you get the time code, you're going to hear me say that I'm very much Team Rashee Rice, and Badaki agrees. All right, we got a start sit here from Manny. This is crazy. We're getting start sits here for week one, a start sit question. And he's got Jaden, he's got Jones, Taylor, Chase, Worthy, Andrews. I like it. But what he needs help figuring out is his flex spots. And at his flex, he's considering Keenan, Eckler, and Ramondre Stevenson. I would probably be going...
I mean, for one, I'm going to go Austin
Eckler for sure.
Eckler first, yeah.
And then between Keenan and Ramondre, it's very close. Who do these guys play? Can you look that up for us?
Yeah, I can. Give me a sec. All right, so Ramondre in week one. Let's see. Schedule. It's just loading here. All right, week one, Ramondre Stevenson is playing. If I can find their team, they're playing the Raiders at home, and then Keenan Allen is playing the Chiefs at home. Oh, that's I think, was it the Brazil game?
Okay, right. So remind me, Patriots are playing who again?
The Raiders.
And you said the Raiders again for Keenan. So who is it?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Okay. I'm just going to lean Ramondre there. I think Stevenson's going to be involved, but I think Ramondre is going to be more involved than we all want him to be in week one. So that's how I would approach that question. I appreciate you big time, my friend. Thanks for submitting a question there through the site. And again, the great part about submitting a question to the site is Manny's going to get a time code to the stream to exactly when we answered the question. That's the beauty. You can ask a question on the site, and you don't even have to be here live if you don't want to, because we're going to get back to you. Okay, so Caleb falling to the 7th was a surprise to me. But I love the value. That's great. Then Patrick Mahomes goes at the 7:03. And now Dynasty Dude's up on the clock there. We got another trade question here from Ankit. And if you guys want to submit your questions through the Flock site, we'd be more than happy to answer them. This is a redraft trade question, but you can put that link in there for them with Nightbot. It looks like they would be sending away Pollard and Pearsall to get Walker and Downs.
I'm on the clock, by the way, so you go ahead and answer that question.
This is about as even as a trade gets, in my opinion. You can see that I have Pearsall ranked higher than Josh Downs, but I do have Walker ranked higher than Pollard. So I really don't have a strong opinion on this one. I truly believe that this is a very even trade. Now, because he's linked his team and submitted it through the Flock site, we have more context, but he would be sending away Pollard and Pearsall. I want to get a poll from the chat here. Chat, what would you take? The Pearsall or the Walker side? Pearsall or the Walker side? But he's sending away Pollard in this scenario, and we know that his team has Taylor, Hampton, Pollard. It's already a really good running back room. I would probably prefer to stay strong. Oh my God, the wide receiver room, though, is nasty too.
You're on the clock, by the way.
Oh, I'm on the clock?
Yeah, it just went by pretty fast.
Okay, so Nix, Hawkinson, Diggs. Diggs is off the board. Bo Nix is off the board. Okay. Well, interesting. Very interesting here. Very, very interesting. You know what? This is pretty interesting, dude.
I think this is probably the interesting thing we've ever done.
This spot right here is very interesting. Let me tell you something. What we're experiencing right now, very interesting stuff. I'm gonna grab Josh Downs here.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Josh Downs. Once Sleeper actually lets me do it. We're all hearing that I'm saying Josh Downs, so Josh Downs will be on my team. Hopefully it happens. Come on, Sleeper. My goodness gracious. Give me Josh Downs. Okay, Josh Downs joins the squad. He was my best available receiver in my rankings, and love that he's going to be getting the Wan'Dale Robinson treatment. But with this trade, yeah, you're strong everywhere. So I guess you just take the best player in the deal, which would be Ken Walker, in my opinion. A lot of people are split on this in the chat too.
Let me just catch up here because I was making my pick there.
While
One quarterback, 10 teams, start at 8.
You can think to yourself quietly. I'll just explain that the reason I'm doing this is because it's a smaller league, a 10-team start 8, and ultimately you're stacked at both of these positions. I'm just thinking get the best player in my rankings. So that would be Ken Walker. That's my rationale, but go ahead.
And then who is he? So he's giving up
Pollard and Pearsall. Dude, Sleeper is on one today.
Yeah, look, I don't think the tier dropped. I would personally be going Ricky and Tony.
Okay.
I think the value at the wide receiver is a lot higher long term, especially in Dynasty, where for me, yeah, you're gonna get Tony Pollard.
This isn't a Dynasty question.
It's just redraft. It's redraft.
Yep.
Okay. I think either way, I'm still okay with that, whether that's redraft or not. So, or Dynasty or not.
Okay.
This running back room is Jonathan Taylor.
He needs more help at running back than wide receiver, in my opinion, when you look at his team. But you've got both of our answers there, and hopefully that is helpful. We got a question there that we're going to look at in a second. I am so sorry, guys. Every time we switch to Sleeper, it just has an aneurysm. But Aaron Jones just went off the board. I thought he was a great value there. Even though I'm not an Aaron Jones guy, that's because I've seen him go in like the 4th, 5th round. The further he keeps falling, the more interest I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
But we got another question here from Unknowns, and they would be sending away Saquon for Nico. And my immediate answer is no, I'm not sending away Saquon for Nico. We can look at the context of your league. Number one, I don't understand why you would do this, because then your running back room is going to be Chase Brown and Ramondre Stevenson. I struggle to understand why you would want that running back room. But
I don't want that at all.
I'm very, very confidently saying do not do this deal. Keep Saquon Barkley.
Completely agree there.
So you guys can submit your questions to the Flock site if you'd like to. No pressure. But all you got to do is go to the Flock site, go to the store, and then choose Zach and Badaki with Fantasyland if you want to have us answer one of your questions. And Nightbot is going to give you a direct link there. Travis Kelce comes off the board at the 7-11.
Yeah, by Travesty.
So he's got, okay, never mind. I thought that was the last team there on the board, so I was going to say 3 Chiefs in a row, but nope, it's still the double cheeked up Chief turn there with Pacheco and Worthy.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. I see one. I got a couple people in my queue. There goes Jacoby Myers off the board.
Jacoby Myers off the board. Jacoby Myers is one of those names that's not hot, it's not sexy, but probably going to win some people some leagues.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Let me put my people in order here. I don't think it's going to come back to me. Come on!
Brooks donated a super chat on YouTube just to say he's trolling Sean. 3-Pete Camp Philly Special says hi. Sean is Sean's getting the troll treatment
already.
Here. Yeah.
You love it. So friendly competition there.
Uh-huh. All right. After Jacoby Myers, we've still got D Tartan here on the clock waiting to make his pick. I am up in 5 selections. I've got an idea of who I want, but obviously it doesn't always work out the way we want it to, so we're going to have to stay water here.
Let's see. I know what D-Tar is going to be doing here already. A lot of risk on that team. There goes Tyler Warren there. It's not a bad pick. You're probably realizing, like, hey, I'm going to have to take a tight end on the comeback here at the, on that edge. Thinking about who was going to come back to. Yeah, shout out to Kim K, great supporter of the show.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, if I could redo the Flock League, I think Warren in the 8th is what I would have done.
Who did you take in the 8th?
I took Jaden Higgins, which I still love Jaden, but there was a huge run of tight ends. I should have anticipated it. But I also know that I probably could have sold him at a ransom to one of the domain guys, so.
Yeah. Point to reaction, no one liked him. You liked your pick.
What, to Jaden?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, people don't like Jaden. That's okay, though.
Travesty here, taking Amika and Buka at the 6-2.
Yeah. I was hoping Buka would fall to me as Kyler Murray's off the board.
Okay, nice little quarterbacks there. Getting the stack there with Marvin.
Little Marvin, Kyler Murray stack. Okay, I see you. In your bag? I've got an idea of what I want to do here.
Yes, same. I do as well.
We'll have to wait and see if we can execute it. All right. Who has yet to have a fantasy football draft? As in, Jawan Jennings comes off the board. As in, you haven't drafted one yet. Is there anyone out there?
And when is your draft as well?
Is the vast majority of you, have you already drafted? Let me ask in a poll. I want to. This is great as a resource. I want to know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a poll. Let's just say I've drafted a team. The other option is I've drafted multiple teams. And I'm not talking best ball here, okay? I draft tonight, because a lot of you might draft tonight, or I draft this weekend. I want to know from you guys.
You were on the clock, by
Yep.
the way. As Zach is doing that.
All right. So I want to know, submit for science in the poll. Have you drafted a team? Have you drafted multiple teams? Are you drafting tonight, or are you drafting next weekend? Sorry, I should have put that more clear. For science, let me know. And wow, this is such a difficult pick here. I think my rankings are being challenged right now, Badaki.
Ooh.
I think my rankings are being challenged
I have no idea.
I just can't, as a Commanders fan, sit here and not salivate over the idea of, is this the next Isaiah Pacheco rookie season? Is this the next Chris Carson? 8th round, I can take on some risk. Again, I could be foolish. Maybe he would come back to me in the 9th. I think there's a lot of sharp players here. There's a lot of sharp guys on the board. And
Take him.
there's 2 running backs I love here. And we're going to grab Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Shakira, that little bitch. Sorry.
So we drafted JCM there as our RB3. That's wild. I think I need to change my rankings.
I wanted Shakira there and just snipe the hell out of me.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and change our rankings. That will be live on the Flock site for you guys. Ultimately, you gotta be in real situations and put these rankings to the test. And I think this told me a lot about 3 particular names. And I won't talk about it until those names come off the board.
I think I know who you're talking about. One.
Yeah.
Welcome
home, Bill. Welcome home, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I just don't believe in that person, so I don't want to take him.
But he's talking about players on the board right now. By the way, he's trying to make a decision after he got sniped by Shakir. What are you thinking here? You got 20 seconds left.
I already made my pick. I took Tyrone Tracy.
Okay. That's going to update, I'm sure, in a minute here. Tyrone Tracy off the board. Any concerns about, Mr. Cam Scattaboo, or no?
No. At least not right now. At worst, I'm getting a running back that's splitting the carries.
Right.
Just like, in my perspective, just like another running back that's on the board that you're probably worried about. He might be on a better offense, or he is on the better offense.
Yeah.
So I still rather have the guy that I think is still the number 1 there.
Sure. Like the Keon pick.
Yeah, it's Cooper Kupp, Keon Coleman off the board. That really messed me up, huh?
Young Rula with the donation here.
Love.
Looks like a good team. I mean, we with the super chats on YouTube, we can't really give you like a full team breakdown. If you guys don't know, we actually have a product called the Team Playbook, and it's going to be a product you're going to see a lot because a lot of you guys are getting team reviews right now. We did a couple of these reviews yesterday. Jonathan has one here ready to go. Maybe we'll do it at the end of the stream today. But if you guys haven't heard of our Team Playbook, this is what it looks like. The playbook is, think of it as like a customized playbook for your fantasy season, where Badaki and I look at your team. We can grade your draft, we can grade your team, but give you actionable advice moving forward of what moves to make, how important depth is to your lineup, what your lineup means to your positions that you're rostering. For example, how important is a tight end in a start 7 compared to a start 10? And then we can give you customized ideas, players that you should be stashing on your waivers, players that you can comfortably cut. So the playbook is where you get like a real customized breakdown of your team. You can get that on the Flock store by either becoming a promo code LAND annual Mother Flocker member. All right, on the annual basis, the Mother Flocker member. That'll give you a voucher. It'll give you access to the site for an entire year. The vouchers for the trade questions, start sits. Or what you can do, if you're a member of a different promo code on the site already, you can go to personal advice, go to team review. Once you've linked your team, you can submit a team with Zach and Badaki here. So it'll automatically link your settings once your team is linked, right? And then you can select Zach and Badaki here for a team playbook. And if you're already a season pass member, there'll be a discount on that as well. But I do appreciate the donation, obviously. And I can just tell you that the combination of Gibbs, Kyron, Henderson, I really like. I think your wide receiver room has a little bit of risk, but you've mitigated that risk really well with the combination of like a Debo late, a Travis Hunter. So overall, I really like the team. I don't really know that I'd be rostering Blake Corum. I think there's better stashes, and stay tuned to the channel. There's some content coming out tomorrow that would be helpful. I like Ferguson late, and I think you did a pretty good job. Yeah,
man. Great team. Appreciate that, man. And by the way, it's completely free to link your team on Fantasy.
Yes.
So keep that in mind. You don't have to pay any money to sign up to the Flock Fantasy site. Make sure you use the promo code. And then if you
cut
do
out
want,
there, but promo code LAND. Yep.
Yeah, if you do want to use that promo code LAND, and then obviously if you do want to take it to the next level and have us review it, then like Zach said, you can go ahead and select Zach and Badaki there. So
that's right. Okay, so we did have Evan Ingram come off the board, and I did see Zach Charbonnet come off the board, as well as Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason was one of those names I was really struggling with.
Yeah, that was kind of the guy that I was.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I hated that I had to choose between those two names. I really hated that I had to choose. I would have preferred that someone made the decision for me, but in one draft I'll do the opposite, just so I don't have I want some exposure of these guys that I love so much. But that was a tough one. But we ended up going JCM. Same tier. Ultimately, that homerism probably kicked in a little bit for me, as Dak Prescott does come off the board. Jaden Reed off the board. I like the Jaden Reed pick there a lot.
Yeah, I was hoping that he was going to fall back to me there.
Tank Bigsby now off the board as well. Nice little start there from Dynasty, dude. Nice little start there.
Not bad.
From Mr.
Not
Dynasty,
bad. Let's
dude.
see what Ravager does, and then I'm on the clock here.
You're on the clock, and I'm up in 4, ready to go.
Got 2 guys in mind. Maybe he'll make the decision a bit easier. Whether that's running back or wide receiver, and he doesn't make it easier at all.
Heads up, guys. We will be doing these kind of drafts pretty much the entire week here. We've got 3 more real drafts planned this week, and we would love for you guys to join us. So if you haven't yet, subscribe, turn on those notifications. And I'm going to do something pretty unique in season. I've never done this before, and this is I probably should have done it before we had an audience, but I've never done this before. But I'm going to dedicate on all of our videos from week 1 onwards, the first person who comments, I'm going to answer their question every single time. I can't promise every comment because it would be impossible to keep up with, but that is, I'm telling you this now because it would be a good idea to turn your notifications on. From week 1 onwards, you're going to have a lot of trade questions, start sit questions, and I'm going to dedicate the first comment every single time a guaranteed reply. It's not because I'm important or I'm cool or anything, okay? It's just because I don't have the time physically. If Badaki and I answered all the comments in season, not in the off season, but in season, things get crazy. we wouldn't have time to eat food. So I'm going to do that. Make sure you got your notifications on. That is devastating that Jaden Higgins just went off the board. I was eyeing up Judkins. I'm not going to lie. I was heavily considering him. Was that you, Badaki, who took Higgins from me?
Yeah, I did.
You
I was contemplating.
sick son of a bitch.
I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like I might have made the wrong pick. I was contemplating between running back and wide receiver, but I feel a bit. I'm hoping that someone's gonna fall to me there at the 10-7. So
Yeah. Look, I got a difficult decision to make here. I feel more comfortable with my receiver room as it's currently constructed. However, I really... This is a tough one. This is a really tough one here. I am going to take the risk of a Joe Mixon here.
oh boy.
I'll take the shot on Joe there in the 9th.
Okay. Joe Mixon is
And
off the
my
board.
rationale behind that, by the way, guys, is in the 9th round, odds are you're probably throwing a pick away, statistically, if you look at the hit rate of a 9th round pick. I don't want to draft Mixon. Let me be very clear. I don't want to draft Mixon. But if I don't, I would be pretty concerned about the potential upset of my running back room beyond Joe Mixon. There's a couple other players I like there. But in a hypothetical world, if Joe Mixon is back in week 5, let's just say week 5. I'm not even saying week 1 or 2 or 3. If he's back in week 5 and I can get some wins together, I feel confident that he is by far the best running back in that room. But I'm also willing here in the 9th round to waste the pick should I end up doing that. So
Okay.
it's a risk
well,
reward.
those-
If Mixon is healthy week 5, 6, then my running back room is figured out. If he's not, okay. We missed out on a potential flexible name maybe.
Okay. Good to know. Be careful.
Sean says, Zach, check DMs for pick to share from my trip. Is this Discord or is this... can you send it to me on Discord, Sean? Because I don't know if I'm the only one, but when I open up
Yeah.
messages on the desktop, Sleeper just keeps loading. It never lets me look up messages on the desktop. So if you can send me that on Discord, I'd be more than happy to share.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. There goes Travis Etienne.
Travis Etienne off the board. That was another name that I considered.
Yeah, and look, it's definitely good value at the 9th. I mean, Tank went on the 9-4 early 9th. So one of those guys is obviously going to be the starting running back. Who we don't know,
Yep.
but
Yep. There's rumors Travis Etienne might be moved. There's rumors Tank Bigsby might be moved. I don't think anyone really knows right now.
yeah, I agree. Really knows. Okay,
But I've got
I'm
a
liking
plan.
where we're at here. I have a couple great options.
Yeah. I'm absolutely thrilled with my team thus far. This might be my favorite team I've drafted this year.
Is it?
So far, we got a lot of drafts to go, but so far I'm pretty happy with it. What's the poll say? Okay, so 36%, and definitely go vote in the chat. We want to hear your guys' opinion, right? We want to hear when you guys are drafting, so check out the poll in the chat. But so far, out of 137 votes, 36% of people say their drafts are next weekend. Or beyond that, so like Labor Day, I guess. As Rashid Shaheed comes off the board.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean,
No, it's not
nearly
bad, no.
nearly half and half there. I would say for draft teams. That I guess people that are already drafted and people that are drafting next week. or this weekend coming.
Oh,
up,
right.
So,
I thought we were talking about Rashid Shaheed.
Chris Godwin, yeah. See,
All right, Chris Godwin. I was heavily considering him there at the 908 as well.
yeah.
I like that pick a lot.
Get it.
If I had more bodies in my running back room, I probably would have gone
And
Godwin
there goes the other guy. That was the running back that I
Eckler.
was contemplating. I was contemplating
Yeah.
between Higgins and Eckler there, and I was like,
I'm annoyed that if I knew I could have got Eckler at the 908, I would have gone Jordan Mason at the 805 and then grabbed Eckler at the 908. I thought once I took JCM, surely Eckler's going in the 8th round. I thought for certain. So
I think people are forgetting about him, to be completely honest.
D. Tarrant's having a hell of a draft here, I'd say.
Yeah, especially for someone that was a little like struggling at the running back position, getting Eckler, who, in my opinion, is the starting back now, and then it could definitely transition to JCM, right? So,
well, I kind of feel like it could be a 3-way to begin, but I think JCM probably takes a lot of the early down roll, but Eckler's going to be there on 3rd downs, and he's going to have like this, potential like Tony Pollard to Zeke. Not to say that JCM Zeke at all, but like that type of role back in the day. I think you could see that type of involvement for Austin Eckler. As we did just get Colson Loveland off the board, it will update in a second, I think.
yeah. Travis going 2 tight ends there with Kelsey and
Saw
Loveland.
that, yeah. There's Trey Benson. I was eyeing Trey Benson up myself. I like the pick a lot.
So it makes me feel some type of way, meaning makes me feel like, should I have taken the running back?
Yeah, Trey Benson I was definitely eyeing him up for my next pick. Well done.
Sure.
Jared Goff comes off the board. Okay, and now I'm on the clock. Yeah, this is an interesting spot to be in here. Unfortunately, I'm starting a tier at running back if I go here.
I hope you don't take the person that I want right now.
I don't think I will, but I could be wrong. I need security in my running back room. And to me, this is the perfect pick to offset Joe Mixon.
Please no.
So once Sleeper brings up the draft board, we're going to draft J.K. Dobbins here.
Okay, good.
We're going to draft J.K. Dobbins there. Again, I think that's the perfect fill-in for Joe Mixon. And that lets me give Joe Mixon a long leash there. I'm happy with that.
Well, that's good. Hopefully C-Bomb doesn't take the guy. This guy that I want, just because I think there's upside, a recent injury, but even though probably not going to be too serious. It goes Jaylen Warren. For me, that person
off the board
at the running back position is Javonte Williams.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
like that.
Jaden Blue got injured. He had a low ankle sprain.
Yep.
He's most likely going to be ready in the 1st or 2nd week of the season, or
Sure.
for the season, according to reports. But like, that takes time, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to go straight up. It's not going straight to Jaden Blue. So maybe Javonte Williams has a good first half of the season. Maybe the first 3 games establish himself. But I'm willing to take that risk there with Javonte.
So J.K. Dobbins, Jaylen Warren, Javonte Williams, all off the board. All 3 guys I was considering at my pick, as well as Scatterboo coming off the board there. I like this little run of running backs. I have them all in the same tier. Happy with whatever way you go. From Benson to Scatterboo, these guys are all in the same tier for me. So Eckler I thought was a huge value. Would have been interesting if Eckler got back to the 10:05. Man, sheesh, that would have been a difficult decision.
That would have been tough for you. I was hoping Eckler was going to come back, but at the same time, I'm really happy I went wide receiver because there's no one. I was hoping for Mooney or Godwin to come back if I would have taken Eckler, and that didn't happen. To the fact that I just had to go down to the next tier for the running back position, you know.
All right, so Braylon Allen coming off the board. Another guy in this tier. Tajay Spears. Tajay's injury looks more serious than
Yeah, it does.
they originally led us on to believe. Not that he's going to be out for the year, but it's looking like he could miss up to 4 weeks of the season, maybe 3. Definitely a situation that we need to monitor as Ramondre Stevenson comes off the board.
Take here. I think there is one person I can take. All right. Got this guy. Who else? Who else should I take, huh? It's all about upside now, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Pick the guys you
All about
like.
the upside.
Pick the guys you like at this point. Yeah. Jalen Warren was a fine pick. I have no problems with Jalen Warren being the pick there. Like I said, I have all those guys in the same tier. Jason Breaker says, who do you feel is the most controversial player in fantasy there? It feels like Ken Walker has a wide variance depending on who you ask. Any more dividers? Huh. It's a good question. Yeah, Ken Walker's a good one. Breece Hall? Would Breece Hall be in that category?
Yeah,
or no?
that's kind of where I was going to go. Breece Hall or... I guess... I was going to say Rashid, but maybe not really.
CMC is one for sure. CMC is definitely one.
Yeah. So Marvin Mims off the board there.
Marvin Mims is off the board. Yeah, I definitely would say CMC is very controversial. Breece Hall. Ken Walker's a pretty good one too. I think you nailed it on the head there. All right, we do have some photos from Sean here. And Sean, we were able to show this photo earlier, but yeah, just to highlight this one more time. Crazy work. Crazy work. Sean is working the seas, keeping people safe, which is inevitably got to be a very dangerous job.
Yeah.
But
No
shout
doubt.
out to you, Sean, man. Thanks for all the hard work you're putting to keep people safe. I like the Ayuk pick. I was like, how far can I push it with Ayuk? That's a great pick.
Dylan off the board as well. Okay,
Dylan's a nice
I'm
pick,
just gonna
yeah.
take the next guy I want then.
Appreciate you, Sean. If you have any other photos, let us know. We'd love to highlight them. But what's your official title, Sean? I'm curious. I can't remember what your official title is. It's something badass. Mill says, all my wide receivers have late bye weeks. So easy with Ayuk. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Jada says, CMC isn't controversial. I feel like everyone knows he goes in the first 2 rounds. I feel like I've seen Rashee Rice. I feel like, I don't know. I guess I just disagree. I feel like CMC is the most controversial name this offseason. Like, you could talk to 10 different people in a room, and 5 of them are going to tell you he's the best pick, and 5 are going to tell them you're an idiot for drafting him.
I mean, early in the season, I'm kind of still that same way. Like, I'm avoiding CMC at all costs. So, like...
And I'm targeting him if he's available.
Yeah,
for sure.
and Zach is targeting him. I'm not someone that believes back is CMC of... Like, when I say come back and beat a CMC, I mean, he's not going to get you, in my opinion, that 25-plus point type of games that, like, we are hoping for. I think we have to lower our expectations. You know, taking him as a top 6, top 7 pick, in my opinion, is just way too high. I'm projecting more of, like, 14, 15 type of fantasy points, and that's a good outcome for a running back, but, like, not for where CMC has been going. Now, I would target CMC if he came back to me at that 2-7, at that 2-6 spot.
Yep.
But that's just not the case. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm not taking him at that turn. I would rather take the upside with the Chase Browns, the H-Hens, the Buckies there, rather than CMC at that 1-2 turn. I'm on the clock here. Yeah, there was another player that I wanted to take. Excuse me.
Well, yeah. What are you thinking?
This person's gonna come. There's two people I don't think is gonna come back to me, but
Um.
I'm gonna take Woody here.
All right, Woody Marks.
And it goes to the
Beautiful. This is great. All right, this is perfect. So Woody Marks is off the board. I do like Woody. Then we had Luther Burden, which I was targeting Luther Burden or one other name. And by God, if Sleeper lets me show you guys, we are going to draft Bishul Tootin. These rumors about them wanting to trade one of these names, I feel like Bishul Tootin is a free space here in, what are we, the 12th round? 11th round?
11th
round. I'll take Mr. Bishul Tootin there.
Good old Bayshul.
Mr. Bayshul. Welcome home, Bayshul. Welcome home, kid. Plum says, how would you feel about Etienne if he was traded to Dallas? I feel like if Etienne is traded anywhere, it's going to be a late round pick. Etienne is not going to go for a second, third. He's going to be sent away for probably a fifth, sixth, maybe what Brian Robinson was sent for. He has no contract beyond this year. It's not controllable. And I don't think that him being traded is something that gives me a ton of confidence in him.
Yeah.
It tells me the team didn't want to build around him. Now, if Etienne was in Dallas, I think he has a chance to be the RB1 there, but I think it would be a mistake to assume automatically that he would be. So, I think he would probably be in a timeshare, but in a very good offense. Yeah. So that's great. But yeah, I think that's overall kind of where I would stand on it. What about you?
No, I agree. The one thing you said was that he would be in a timeshare. I don't necessarily believe he gets traded to the Cowboys. He's the number one guy. I don't think it's, oh my gosh, Etienne's the guy. I think the caliber of player has to be higher than Etienne to go there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, let's just say someone like James Conner gets traded because, yeah, Breece Hall, there you go. That's great. Or James Conner gets traded because Trey Benson is going off.
Yeah.
And they want to do that. James Conner automatically becomes a, right?
Yeah.
It has to be or Zach Charbonnet. That's another guy that can go there and instantly be the
Walker
number one.
Could be traded because Charbonnet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think Travis Etienne is more of like a committee type guy, maybe a third down passing type of running back. I guess at best right now, we've seen in his career, he doesn't instantly become the number one.
Etienne has never been given high volume. And again, I love this kid coming out of Clemson. Badaki knows this. But he's never been given high volume in the NFL and been efficient. He's been okay. Right? You look at his best fantasy seasons, it's all a lot of volume, not efficiency. Right? Yeah. Now, of course, you can blame that on the offense and the offensive line. Clearly, that's going to play a part. But I say that all to say, like, no one's at this point of his career. I don't see a team saying we're going to give you 300 touches. You're our Jaylen Warren, right? Like that's how I would view it. As Brian Robinson comes off the board, so D Tarrant says, "Let me go ahead and be careful with Christian McCaffrey." I think that was pretty smart of him, actually.
I think that's a great pick. Yeah. Genuinely, like,
very smart.
You don't really have to worry about anything now, especially with CMC. If CMC doesn't pop off or if he gets injured, then you got B-Rob.
100%. So, I like that move a lot.
Dog.
That made a lot of sense. Now, I don't think Brian Robinson really fits that offense, but again, I like the pick, is what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah.
As Jake Ferguson, man, what do you think about Jake Ferguson in the 12th? Would you say that's a value?
Oh gosh.
What do you think, Padaki? Would you say
I mean,
Jake Ferguson in the 12th is a value?
Just really depends. Just really depends on what league specifically you're talking about. You talking about this one? Or you talking about something?
I'm talking about this one, yeah. Do you think he's a value in the 12th round here?
I think it was a dumb pick because he took Tyler Warren.
I think that's a value.
Nah, John.
If I'm honest with you, I really feel like that's one hell of a value. Anytime you can get a starting,
Sweet memories.
you know, a starting tight end that late, you should feel great. Wait, this is the Flock League. I just can't remember who got Jake Ferguson. Where did he go here? It was the... That's right. It was the 14th round. Oh, your boy. That's right. Your boy got him there. 14th round.
Your boy.
Not bad. Not bad. I like it. Just kidding. Watch Jake Ferguson in like the first 3 weeks average like 3 points a game.
That's how I felt last year, and I was like, I just got Jake. I can't believe it. He's gonna take off.
Tucker. I would have drafted Tucker Kraft over Jake Ferguson if I had that option. Though I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So that Tucker Kraft pick is kind of nasty. Kind of schnasty, kid.
That's brazy.
All right. Well,
Oh my goodness. Sean from New Zealand just sent some crazy photos.
I'm about to make a pick here, and we'll look at those photos in a second. But Gator's on the clock. He took Goff, and now Jalen Wright comes off the board. And this is what we call late quarterback. The quarterback I'm about to draft, I had in the same tier as Kyler Murray, who went in the 8th round. I had this quarterback in the same tier as Dak Prescott, who went in the 9th. Patrick Mahomes, who went in the 7th. Baker Mayfield, who went in the 7th round. And we're going to take him here in the 12th round. I saw after Tebow took Jared Goff, no one else needed a quarterback. This is a smart league. They typically don't go 2 quarterbacks. So that made me push quarterback, and I think now's the time where I don't want to risk it any further. A top 5 projected point per game offense, Brock Purdy is my quarterback here in round number 12.
Oh, that was a really quick pick there for Ollie Gordon.
Ollie Gordon was the name I was considering with this pick too, so I like it.
G on me. All right, well, I'm just gonna go get some handcuffs then.
Do your thing, baby. Do your thing.
I'll get some handcuffs. Dalton there.
Okay, so Algier and Dalton Kincaid off the board. Did you guys see the Bijan Robinson comment about Tyler Algier? Did anybody else see that?
Yeah. 1A, 1B, man. Come on.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, don't worry. So you technically just got the steal of the draft right there.
All right, honestly, at the 12-7. That's crazy.
You got the 1B in Atlanta. Sheesh. Thoughts about Wright versus Gordon, Gator says. Yeah, I talked about Jalen Wright pretty in depth in this Time to Panic video. And in these videos, not every player that I talk about I'm panicking on, but I talk about my panic meter. We talk through like the names that everybody's worried about. And I will be honest and say that Jalen Warren was a 10 out of 10 on the panic meter for me. He is a player that I have no interest in drafting anymore. He's my RB71. He had every chance.
Sorry?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. You said Jalen Warren.
Did I? Okay, Jalen Wright. Yeah. My bad. Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright's a name that I'm just not drafting. He would go undrafted for me. He's had every opportunity to claim the RB2 spot in Miami. He's injured. He has not been efficient. And at every opportunity he's been given, he's failed. Ollie Gordon, meanwhile, has looked great. So, yeah. I mean, personally, I'm just not drafting him. but that doesn't mean I'm right by any means. That's just one man's opinion.
It's gonna
And
be
opinions
interesting
are
to...
like assholes.
Oh gosh.
Everybody's got one.
You know, I was thinking about it. I just don't see how Ollie Gordon fits that scheme with what Daniels wants to do, like with Achane and Wright. Like they're both speedsters, and then you have Ollie Gordon. But I get the concern with Wright for sure. Like that's a completely different conversation. I'm just confused how he is going to fit in that offense with the type of back that he is.
I actually, I'll be honest, I kind of disagree. I think he fits it really well.
Sure.
Especially considering like what that team needs. And I would say with the way Ollie Gordon is progressing, it's a little bit concerning, like 10% concerning, but that concern could grow with potential goal line opportunities taken away from a Devon Achane. So I think he's exactly what they need. They need a bigger change of pace, short yardage type of guy. And I know they love to target their running backs out of the backfield. Ollie Gordon was a very good pass catcher out of college. I wasn't a big fan of him. I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't a big fan of his film or anything, but I think Ollie's a really great fit as a pass catcher there, and I'm a fan. I like the Demario Douglas pick there. That would have been my next pick had he fallen. We've got some tight ends coming off the board. You know, I want to ask this because I'm more curious than anything. Like Sean took Dallas Goedert, and Mason took Dallas Goedert in the Flock League. I'm not asking to because I'm saying it's a bad move. I'm just genuinely curious. What is the appeal of Dallas Goedert? Because he would be someone that would go undrafted for me. I just feel like with Saquon, Brown, Smith, he's probably the player you want to target the least in that offense of the four. And you're talking about an offense that doesn't throw much. So someone sell me on it because I could see him as like a waiver wire, like plug and play. But I don't see this as like, for example, like Brenton Strange was just picked, right? I would have much rather gone Brenton Strange because it's a little bit more of a mystery box late. Whereas Goddard, I feel like is just like a plug and play.
I would just say like, I'll give you my opinion. I'm gonna take Cedric Tillman here. I'll give you my opinion. In my perspective, if Devonta Smith or AJ Brown loses up or gets injured, hypothetically, Dallas Goedert is a safe floor. Now the upside is not there, but if you're looking for a tight end in those late rounds that can give you 10 points, 9 points, I mean, what did he average last year? I can pull it up, and he was injured last year, so I would imagine that he averaged more than 10 points. Dallas Goedert. So last year, Dallas Goedert on a points per game basis averaged 10.4 fantasy points.
Yeah.
Now that's not exciting, but that's more than Evan Ingram, Tucker Kraft,
Yeah.
the TJ Hawkinsons. But obviously, a lot of them comes with asterisks. With he was averaging the same amount of points of Sam Laporta last year, right? Like it's not. Once again, all these things come with asterisks, but so does Dallas Goedert, and he's on a crazy offense. He is the fourth option. But if you're just looking for 10 points, I'm happy to take Dallas Goedert.
I mean that I get that, but
rounds.
that to me is just like a guy in the waiver wire that you can pick up at any moment. That's why I'm saying like Brenton Strange is more of a mystery box to me. The Dalton Kincaids of the world, the Isaiah Likeleys.
I just don't think he goes to the waiver wire though. Like someone's always.
I understand he's not going to the waiver wire, but that's why I'm trying to ask the question. Like, why not? Like, why not let him go to the waiver wire? That's what I don't get. Like, why take him over these other names? Tommy saying, "Bro hit 50K and won't answer his phone." I'm working, brother. I'm working. I can't answer
crazy.
the phone right now. Nick Chubb comes off the board. That's a pretty good pick. Like, none of us really like Nick Chubb, but this late, I also love the Justin Fields pick and the Drake May pick.
Yeah, Drake May, Nick Chubb, Keaton Mitchell off the board. There goes Najee Harris. Starting running back there.
Najee is off the board there.
Sensational.
Like, okay. I'm not going to name a name, but to me, like, there is a Dallas Goedert on the waiver wire for most people, and it'll make sense in a second.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But why isn't he getting drafted?
Because he shouldn't be, just like Dallas.
But he's on. If this is the play that you're talking about, he's on a high offense. He's technically the third target. He's a higher. If anything, there's more of an argument for him to be drafted higher than Dallas.
Sure, I have these guys in the same tier.
Yeah, so like, I like both of those guys.
Yeah. Well, if he gets drafted, we'll have the conversation. If not, we'll talk about it when the draft concludes. But I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing.
Ask a question. That's all you need to do.
I'm just asking questions.
Sensational. Ooh,
As Pat Bryant off the board.
Off the board.
Everybody get ready for your Mr. Irrelevant here. I've got an idea of what I want to do.
Same.
You can text me, Tommy. I'd be happy to reply via text, but I can't talk on the phone right now. Right. I'm hearing everyone's opinions here in the chat. Gator, I like the team, man. Looks good. A lot of veterans, but looks good.
Michael Wilson.
Oh, did Michael Wilson just get drafted? Okay, Michael Wilson off the board. All right. I am 2 picks away.
Are you going to take... Okay. Well, was that it?
That was the
the
tight
player you
end that goes undrafted in most drafts. Yeah.
Right. Well,
I don't really understand what the difference between Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert is. I know Zach Ertz got drafted here, but the vast majority of drafts, Dallas Goedert's going to be a free agent.
Let me see what this is. Can we see? It's probably because it just happened. But I wonder if you can see the availability on these players.
I can tell you exactly how rostered.
Well, on Sleeper right now, it says 70% on Sleeper.
You're looking from a dynasty perspective. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, let me know. Let me know the difference, because I would say Dallas is higher than Zach.
Oh,
but I could 100%. Be wrong.
No, I agree. Zach Ertz is rostered in 48% of Yahoo leagues and 31% of ESPN. Yeah, this works out great. I'm going to grab Jerome Ford here. Yeah. Don't know what's going on with Judkins. Dylan Sampson goes in the 11th. So getting Jerome Ford this late feels like a rational move. And that's what we're going to do. Once Sleeper lets me make the pick, bruh. Sleeper is slacking, my guy. All right. Welcome Jerome Ford to the team.
Give him some slack.
Is Mason gone as in Jordan or which Mason? But we are at the end of this round here. Appreciate y'all all for being here with us. We did say at the beginning of the stream that we're going to do a giveaway, and we're going to honor that, obviously. We do have a question in the chat that we're going to get to on the Flock Fantasy site. We're going to get to in a second. I just got to let you guys know if you got any drafts coming up, do not go in blind. All right. Get your 2025 season pass. use the promo code LAND at sign up, and we'll be answering your fantasy football questions this year. You get a couple vouchers, you get the draft guide, the cheat sheet, and limited access to the site for the entire season. And we are going to raffle off probably tomorrow. We're going to raffle off some spots for another live community league.
Yeah.
And anybody who's a season pass member will get access to get into those raffles. In fact, I'll tell you exactly how you can do it. Once you become a season pass member, you go to our Discord, and then in announcements, I'm going to put this link, a fresh link for you. We have one more draft that you can enter next week. Okay. And I'm going to put this link right here in the announcements tab in our Discord, but Aki can put the Discord link in there for you. But under land, under announcements, all right, there's going to be a link where you can enter the forum to be in the last league of the year, the Big Apple League, which is happening next week. So again, if you want to join a good league, be a part of it, get the season pass. Now, the other thing that we mentioned is we're doing a giveaway tonight. This is your last chance to enter this giveaway because we're about to pop it off. But if you want to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is type in I want vouchers, all one word. There's no daddy in it. And like the stream. Once you've done those two things, you're going to officially be entered into today's giveaway. In fact, I can tell you that we currently have 55 entries. And now is your last chance. 56 entries. Now is your last chance to get them entries in. All right. And I'll give you guys a little second here before the draft ends to do so. But we do have a question that was asked through the Flock site. Let's go ahead and have a look at that. And the question is from Kenzie, or Ken XZL. My bad. It says, this is a dynasty trade question, so not redraft dynasty. I could also do golf for JT. I can flip Monty also. So it looks like they will be sending away Goff, Wilson, Loveland, and a tight end premium for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, tight end premium. Interesting. I wonder how much is that premium?
The premium's interesting. The super flex is interesting.
It's also
and
interesting as
the
well.
start 11. Let's have a look at their roster. This is a great part when you ask a question on the Flock site with the promo code LAND. We get to see your entire team if you link it when you submit.
Yeah,
but they would
so
lose. They would lose Goff. That would give
Yeah.
them no quarterback 3. They would lose Garrett Wilson. I think they can afford to lose Wilson because their wide receiver room is so strong. And then they would lose Loveland, which they can do because Warren is there. So
that's great.
the big issue is losing quarterback 3. Now, they mentioned that they can trade Monty for a quarterback. They said I could also do Goff for JT. I could flip Monty also.
I like the Gibbs deal. I wonder if you can just get a low tier quarterback back. Oh, he has.
He's probably trading for the quarterback
Bryce Young,
because he didn't
Anthony
have one.
Richardson. Yeah, he has
Can
Bryce
you get
Young,
Geno
Anthony
back?
Richardson.
Can you get Geno and give like a third? That would be a great
Yeah.
counter. That would
be-
solve everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually would solve everything. I think that's great.
That's perfect. Let's do that, Kinsey. Let's send that counter. I think that'll put you in a great spot. And again, when you guys ask these questions through the Flock site, we just get so much more information because you can link your team. So check out the Flock Fantasy site. If you don't have an account yet, you can use the promo code LAND and create a free account, and then link your team in the My Teams tab here. But that also lets you ask us questions on the Flock site whenever you want. And then the great part is, Kens, we just answered your question, so go just scroll back like a couple minutes. But we did just answer your question, and we created a counter where you get Geno Smith, and you send a third. And the best part is they're going to get a time code for this, and they don't even have to be on the stream. They're going to get a time code to exactly when we talked about their team. Mr. Irrelevant is almost up. We had Horindo, Leggett, Shipley, Herbert, Smith, and now Back in 82 is about to pick Mr. Irrelevant here. And then we are going to do that giveaway. There is officially 65 entries.
Right.
65 entries. And it looks like Blake Corum. Blake Corum was the last pick
one.
there. Let's have a look and see if I can refresh this. Can I refresh this? Let's see. Okay, what's my lineup looking like? So,
I'm liking my team.
in week 1, we've got Purdy, Henderson, Neighbors, Pickens, Kittle, a Dunes 8 Downs. We're going to swap out Mixon, and we're going to probably put in either Dobbins or JCM for now. Now, no one can pick up players because we should have had another round. In fact, why don't we go ahead and should we go ahead and let people just pick their players as like one more round because Sleeper was glitching?
Because yeah, sure.
All right, so let's start with Back in 82. Back in 82 just finished the draft for us. What's up, Lukey Raj in the chat? Kins is here, by the way. Yeah, no worries. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't do it, so you're going to manually have to put names in the chat. So back in 82.
What will probably be easier is that
We can do this offline.
Yeah, we can do it offline if you want, and then we can just go from the draft order from pick 1 to 12, and then we can just manually add them.
Yes.
So if you're here watching in the Bravo League, back in 82, to do one more round, put your selection in the chat, and then we can add that player to your team, and then we can go so on and so forth. So back in 82, Mills, Sean, Dynasty Dude, Ravager, myself, C-Bomb, Zach, Tebow, Artez, Travesty, and Deterrent. Yep. Do that in the order of your draft order from 1 to 12.
Yep.
And then we can add those players if you are here watching. If not, obviously, getting that message on the Sleeper app.
Sleeper's a nightmare. Okay, let's do this giveaway. All right. 67 entries today. All right. And we're going to get 2 winners. And what you'll need to do is just DM us on Discord, and we'll hook you up. Yeah. There's no way it's doing this again, bro. There's no way it's doing this again. Nightbot needs to get its shit together. Okay, it's going to be less dramatic, unfortunately.
Let me ask you a question. Can you copy that and just send it as if you're going to send it to me as a message?
I've tried this already.
Okay.
Yeah, no, doesn't do anything. All right, so we're going to click the choose winner button. It's not dramatic. It doesn't spin the wheel or anything. It just chooses a name. So we like doing the spin the wheel because it's more dramatic. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and choose 2 winners. The first one's going to get a start sit voucher. You ready? Here we go. So the first winner is Neezy Taught Me. All right, so whoever Neezy Taught Me is, DM us on Discord. All right, and Zach Savage is my name. ZAX, I'll put it there, and then Badaki's username as well. Message us on Discord if you win. And then we're going to choose one more winner here as well. Chasing Breakers, you know us very well. So Chasing Breakers, send us a DM. You win the trade question voucher, okay? And Neezy, as in Yeezy, wins the start sit voucher. So congratulations to our winners. We should do one playbook here to end the stream.
Okay, sure.
So we're going to have to schedule a Dynasty stream at some point this week because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Dynasty teams in queue. One of them right now is a redraft team. So I think we should do that one, but we are going to need to schedule a Dynasty stream.
Probably do that at the end of the week or something.
Yeah, I think so. But let's do a team playbook here for Jonathan Chacon. It's a 1 quarterback, 12-team start 8, which is the exact format of the Flock League, by the way. So this is the exact format of the Flock League. I'm just double checking I haven't missed anything on my back end. That's what she said. But if you guys aren't aware what we are doing, we're actually reviewing people's teams right now. Okay, now what we do on our channel is we offer a product called the Playbook. So we will review your team live on the stream, talk about your draft, talk about your team, what direction that you should go. And then you're also going to get this beautiful playbook sent to your phone within 48 to 72 hours after we review your team, where it's a complete breakdown and a game plan for your fantasy football season. So if you guys are looking for a team playbook, maybe you want to get the same exact treatment that these guys are getting here on stream, you can get the team playbook through the Flock Fantasy website, and there's 2 different ways that you can do so. All right, I'll put a link in the chat. Now, the first way to do so is by becoming a promo code LAND annual Mother Flocker member. So sign up with an account, use the promo code LAND, and then choose the annual Mother Flocker member option. That's going to give you a voucher for the team playbook, the start-sit vouchers, complete access for the entire year, all the tools on the site, similar to the season pass, but you get the team playbook with it. The other option is if you're already a member on the site, you can go to the Flock store and then just click team review and make sure that you've linked your team. And once you have, you choose Zach and Badaki. All right, so choose your team, and then you choose Zach and Badaki here at the end, and we will review your squad with the playbook. Okay, so shout out to Jonathan Chacon. Are we ready?
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, we are ready. All right. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you so much for the support. 1 quarterback, 12 teams, start 8 non-tight end premium. Like Zach said, that's like the Flock League, our classic meat and potatoes. He says, just got finished with my work draft. Just looking for an overall roster review and would love to know you would try to make. Thank you guys for what you do. All right, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. And you're currently ranked 1st out of 12 in your league, which is great according to Zach's rankings.
And these are my rankings, I'm going to say, so I really like this team.
Okay. At the quarterback position, I see you have Caleb Williams there. I think that's a great quarterback room, or just a good one.
It's fine. You can play the waiver wire.
Yeah, exactly. At the running back position, Chase Brown, Travion, Chuba Hubbard, Zach Charbonnet, Trey Benson.
You keep cutting out there, bro. I'm not sure what's going on with your mic, but I'll...
Is this better?
Yeah.
Maybe I was moving it. That's probably why. Yeah, Chase Brown, Travion, Chuba, Zach Charbonnet. That's all really fine.
It's a very good running back room. Fantastic.
At the wide receiver position, you can start up to 4 wide receivers. Here's your starting: CeeDee Lamb, Jameson, Emeka Mbuka, Rome Odunze, Deebo Samuel with Jawan Jennings, and Trey McBride. Okay, wait.
This team's stacked.
How did you get... So you had CeeDee Lamb. Maybe CeeDee Lamb fell to you in the late first somehow.
And then I bet Chase Brown fell. How it would have gone is CeeDee would have been first for him, then Chase Brown, then McBride in the 3rd, and then Henderson in the 4th, Jameson in the 5th, or Chuba in the 5th, Jameson in the 6th, and then Odunze in the 7th, Egbuka in the 8th. Yeah,
I haven't
this
seen
is a great team though.
I haven't seen someone like Chase Brown fall to the 3rd, but I've seen CeeDee like.
I didn't say 3rd. I said 2nd.
Oh, 2nd. Okay, never mind. So Trey McBride fell to the 3rd then.
Yeah.
Okay, say less.
This is a really good team. Like that starting 8 would probably be Williams, Brown, Hubbard to start, CeeDee, Jameson, McBride. That's 7. That's 6. And then you can start 2 more names, which is probably going to be like Henderson, Egbuka, or Henderson, Odunze. You might probably start Deebo to start, but that's a solid ass team. I mean, I got to give you like an A flat. In my opinion, this is an A flat team. This is very well done. How about you?
Yeah, I like this team as well.
Now, that's
so A flat.
What I imagined happened is he used my rankings when he made the team. So no surprise that I like it. But let's go through some admin stuff. Your untouchables: CeeDee Lamb, Chase Brown. We're not moving those names right now. Your holds, I would probably say we're going to be holding on to like the Charbonnet, the Benson. As far as your waiver wire, names that you should keep an eye on, especially because you only have Caleb Williams, I would say like Trevor Lawrence is a name that he should be looking at the waiver wire if things don't go well with Caleb Williams. And, that's an exciting offense that could progress. At the running back spot, Ray Davis is a worthy stash, given his nature to that high-powered offense as a handcuff. I like Demario Douglas, and I like Brenton Strange. Those are all great stashes. And again, you don't need to stash any of these names right now. You're pretty set, but these are names that you should keep your eye on going into the season. I would say, as far as your cut candidate, that's Caleb Williams. Like if Caleb Williams, let's put a 2-week forecast, okay? And right now, because we're not in the season, this forecast at the bottom left of your playbook, we're going to put it as 2 weeks, and we're going to say the first 2 weeks of the season. That's what that means for now, okay? If in the first 2 weeks of the season, Caleb Williams hasn't shown you he can be a reliable guy, I would be okay to cut ties, okay, and go ahead and look at a different option on the waiver wire.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Is there any admin we haven't done?
Depth importance, which
I'd say 3.
I think, yeah, you should be fine with
Yeah.
a team like this or a roster like this.
I would
3
not
out of
say
10
no
there.
to a 2-for-1 where you get the 1 in a start 8. So we're gonna put 3 out of 10 for your depth importance there.
But you can go ahead.
Okay. Honestly, I don't think this team really needs to make any move right now. Like, if I'm being fully honest and transparent, I'm not sure I would really be like actively, pushing for a move. But I just want to give you like 2 to 4 options if you are going to explore. And I think I just want to be very clear. The best pathway right now is to hold. But if you are going to explore an ID, I think Caleb Williams is probably the upgradable name. So I'd probably put like a Caleb Williams and a Juwan Jennings together in a package. And I would try and find a team that needs wide receiver help. So let's have a look. The guy who's ranked last at receiver is Laces Out. I don't think their receiver room is terrible, and you're not getting Josh Allen. Let's keep looking. Zaytown, this guy definitely needs help, but he has Lamar Jackson. That's going to be a tough ask. But what about, Badaki, what about like a Caleb Williams, and we add one of these bigger names? Like, would you do Caleb and Igbuka?
Or
Lamar Jackson?
yeah, 100%.
Like right now, Igbuka's a hot name. I don't think this is possible. How far would you push it, though? We're just trying to get you in the door. And we're not saying this is 100% going to happen and work, but would you go Jamison Williams to make this happen? I don't think I would.
No, I feel like it's a little bit tough. If his wide
Yeah.
receiver room was a little bit stronger, I think what I would do is I would try the running back first. I would like maybe I'll try Chuba first.
I
Like-
wouldn't move Chuba to do the deal, though.
Right. I feel more comfortable at the running back room rather than the wide receiver.
I'd be willing to part with Odunze or Igbuka to make this happen, but I think this is going to be a tough ask. We're just giving you as many doors to open, but I think that's a really tough ask. I don't even mind the idea of like going to a Justin Fields if that guy
Is
might
he available on
drop.
the waiver?
No, this guy has him Team 11, but
Okay.
we'll wait on this. We'll wait on this. Let's keep looking. Baker, the guy has Rashee Rice, so I don't hate the idea of like really lowballing here. Like I would probably do a Caleb Jennings for Baker plus something. It's not a 2-for-1 in this one, but so it'd be Baker Mayfield plus something. It's a 2-for-2, not a 1-for-2. And that plus would be what? Austin Eckler, maybe? Austin Eckler or Tank Bigsby?
Yeah, I agree.
Something like that. That could work for you. Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy. So they've got both. And their wide receiver room is definitely needing help there with Godwin being a question mark. I think this might be more doable than the Lamar Jackson, but it's the same idea. So Caleb and Odunze or Igbuka for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
I think that is probably more realistic. Yeah, that feels more realistic to me. But again, I don't think you even need to do this. I'm just trying to give you ideas. Trying to give you the best bang for your buck. And, answer this as truthfully as I possibly can. But outside of that, dude, you really don't need to make... I
You
said,
don't have to-
if this is my team, Badaki, I'm holding it until the season, but I wanted to give him as many options. If there was a trade I was to maybe pursue, that's what it would look like. So
Yeah, I would agree. I think the biggest thing here is to play the waiver wires at the quarterback position. If you're not comfortable with, who, like, just thinking, just based off last year, probably easiest schedule or the quarterback play. Like I think maybe this is something that we could potentially do. I'm not necessarily sure, but like one thing I would start looking at is obviously matchups. Like Caleb Williams in week 1 is going against the Vikings. That might be a bit tough. Vikings was a pretty good defense last year. So can you go out and kind of play that? You can still keep and hold Caleb.
would you pick up like Trevor Lawrence and drop the thing is, who are you dropping on this roster? Maybe
Yeah.
Jaden Blue, but
Jaden Blue, but like you have to find the best matchup.
To be honest, like I don't think that's crazy considering how many guys are on the waiver wire that are equivalent to Jaden
No.
Blue, like Ray Davis,
Exactly.
Sampson. I think you could afford to do it, but again, if it was me, I'm probably just seeing what Caleb does in week 1 and move from there.
Yeah, I'm happy to kind of play it, but like, yeah, Michael Penix against the Bucks, maybe that's always a shootout for those two teams. Matthew Stafford in week 1, he's playing at home against the Texans. That might be a bit tough because of that defense. But yeah, like there's definitely things that you can kind of talk yourself in when it comes down to kind of maneuvering those waiver wires, specifically at the quarterback position. And there's probably more quarterbacks that are available that we can't even see because obviously to what we have there. So I'm okay with what you have there so far.
Yeah, I like the team. I think you should feel incredibly confident in the team, and yeah, I hope that's helpful, man. You'll get your team playbook within 72 hours. Your team playbook will be sent you within 72 hours, my friend. So you'll have this customized exactly to everything we talked about today. But guys, that is going to be it. Unless there's any questions on the Flock site that I missed, let me double check. I don't think so, though. I didn't get any notification about any questions, so I don't think that is. All these other playbooks are from Dynasty. So again, we're going to have to schedule a Dynasty stream this week. That's correct. But guys, I appreciate you so much. Thanks so much for being here with us. Last thing I'm going to say is, I've said it many times on the stream, but get your season passes in. If you got any drafts coming up, you'll have our cheat sheet. You'll have our draft guide. You'll get some vouchers where I can help you in season on the streams. You get access to the entire site, all the tools, $34, one-time purchase, the entire season. You'll have it. But that is it for today. We'll see you guys very soon, and enjoy the rest of your day. Nothing but love.
Love.